Hi everyone, and welcome to today's video. This is a B1 level grammar lesson, and today we're talking about the passive voice with an agent. All right, so we can read the following sentences. Cheese is made from milk. The pyramids were built by the ancient Egyptians. This book was translated from French into English. So we use by to show who or what caused the action, and that is what is known as the agent of the sentence. So the pyramids were built by the ancient Egyptians. So the ancient Egyptians here are the agent. However, we don't always mention the agent. So here are some sentences. The pyramids were built from large stone blocks. The pyramids were built many years ago, and the pyramids were built in Egypt. So these sentences, they're passive voice, but they do not include an agent. So the present simple passive voice, the sentence structure is the subject plus the present simple form of the to be verb, and then the third form of the verb, the rest of the sentence. The window is washed every day, or the windows are washed every day. And the past simple passive, we have the subject, the past simple form of the to be verb, the third form of the main verb, and then the rest of the sentence. The window was washed yesterday. The windows were washed last week. All right, so now use one of the verbs to make a passive present simple or past simple sentence. You can pause the video, try these on your own, and then restart when you're ready to check your answers. There was an accident yesterday. One man was taken to the hospital by an ambulance. The Sydney Harbor Bridge was opened in 1932, and I was woken up by a loud noise at 3 a.m. this morning. My computer now works. It was repaired. Last week. Portuguese is spoken in Brazil. Some trees in the park were damaged by the storm last week. Now, choose which one is the correct verb, deciding whether the sentence should be active or passive. So Mona Lisa was painted by Leonardo da Vinci. John and Teresa came to our house last week. So the first one is passive, the second one is active. The farmer grows vegetables to sell at the market. The cat was rescued from the tree by a fireman. All right, so now you're going to practice the passive voice, see if you can make some sentences to answer these questions. So where was it made? Well, the car was made in Germany. What is it made of? The statue is made of stone. And when was it built? It was built in 1937. When was it sent into space? It was sent into space in 1977. What is it made of? It is made of glass. And where is it found? It is found in the rainforest. All right, now you're going to change the active sentences to passive, and remember to introduce the agent using by. The first one is done for you. Thomas Edison invented the phonograph. The phonograph was invented by Thomas Edison. So you can go ahead and try the rest of these on your own and then restart when you're ready to check your answers. So James broke the window would become the window was broken by James. Many people speak French would become French is spoken by many people. A thief stole my wallet would become my wallet was stolen by a thief. The president signed the document would become the document was signed by the president. Jackson repaired the TV. The TV was repaired by Jackson. All right, so in English, we use verb form 3 of the word bear to say I was born in 1975, not I born. So remember to put the to be verb before the verb born. The twins were born on the 3rd of December 2002. King Henry VIII was born in 1491. And so you can practice saying, when were you born? So when do we use the passive? Well, sometimes we use the passive when we do not know who or what causes the action. So the grapes are picked by someone. And we often don't show the agent in those cases. So the grapes are picked each year in January. The important information is that the grapes are picked, but we don't care who picks them, or we don't know who picks them. And the passive is to show a process. A process is a series of actions that produce a change or a method of doing or producing something. So the oranges are picked, the oranges are crushed, the liquid is poured into bottles. So this is a whole process of how to make orange juice. So most people love chocolate, but do you know how chocolate is made? So more than 50% of the world's cocoa beans are produced in Africa. And did you know that white chocolate is not chocolate? It contains no cocoa beans. So you could say that the cocoa beans are picked, the beans are sent to the chocolate factory, and they are made into chocolate paste. So here's a longer step-by-step version of the chocolate making process. So you can pause the video, read this on your own, or you can follow along as I read. First, someone picks the cocoa beans. The sun dries the beans. They send the beans to chocolate factories around the world. At the factory, people roast the beans. They remove the shells from the beans. A machine grinds the beans into a paste. Finally, the machine pours the chocolate into the molds, and people place the chocolates into packages. All right, so to use the present simple passive, we're going to change each of these. So instead of someone picks the beans are picked. So try that for each of these on your own, and then restart when you're ready to check your answers. Okay, the sun dries the beans would be the beans are dried by the sun. And they send the beans to the factories. So that would become the beans are sent to factories. People roast the beans would become the beans are roasted. Here, they remove the shells from the beans. So you could say the shells are removed from the beans. A machine grinds the beans into a paste. So the beans are ground into a paste by a machine. They pour the chocolate into molds. The chocolate is poured into molds. And people place the chocolates in packages. The chocolates are placed in packages. And that brings us to the end of today's video. Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.